Maharaj, it's a bitter truth, but we better face and accept it. Yeah.
There is nothing bitter about it. This is not like Karela. So why do you think it is bitter? What part did you feel to be bitter?
Bitter, Maharaj, because we are so involved and it looks kind of good, and then, but it's not. And then
Yes, if you are, yes, that in that way it is bitter. One's problem is,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So like it is like just somebody was become addicted to cannabis and all these things. Once you tell him to leave, in the beginning he will feel very bitter.
Yes. The truth is powerful, no, but at the same time.
But once he leaves it,
Yeah.
once he leaves it, he will realize, my God, how he was ruining his life.
Yes, Mother.
Yeah.
It has to be realized. That's for sure.
That is
Thank you,
true.
Maharaj. Beautiful talk.
So anybody, Harbanji will give some knowledge.
All I know is I enjoy them.
That's a very difficult juncture when you know that this is not the attachment is
I
not
fully
helping
agree.
you, but you cannot quite
I
surrender.
fully agree. I fully
You
agree.
can surrender. You can say you surrender, but to really surrender is something else.
Yes, but it will happen slowly, because if we keep at it, we keep on analyzing, keep on discriminating,
Keep on suffering.
keep on telling our mind, no, you should not have this.
Yeah.
So ultimately it will learn. One
Yes.
day, 2 days, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years,
It must be done over
but
and over.
it has to be taught.
Yeah.
We can postpone it, but we'll have to come to it again.
Yeah.
So why postpone it?
Well, the thing is, you suffer while you postpone it.
You suffer more.
You suffer more
So-
because you realize it more that this is your attachment.
Yeah. So catch the bull by the horns, as they say.
Yeah. Well, Arjuna did.
Yeah, Arjuna did, and we have to learn how slowly we have
So
to do
we
it.
can do it too.
Yes, and we will do it one day or the other.
But
So
we have to
keep at it. That
keep
is,
at
keep
it.
on reminding, keep on thinking, keep on matching our experiences.
Yeah.
The
And
simple truth.
relying on the guru too, because that was in his case very crucial.
Now problem is, this has become the basis of our life, which should have no place in our life.
Mm-hmm.
So attachment, we have two characteristics. That person or persons will bind you and will make you weep.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the very basis of our life.
But
That without that, life seems worthless. Like our last time he was telling, no, our Seattle Pran Bhaiji is telling, what will remain if we are not attached? So it is this. Sri Ramakrishna says, no, disease has become chronic.
Yeah.
That is the problem. Yeah, Rashmita ji wants to give some
No,
pearls of wisdom.
no pearls of wisdom. I'm coming here to gain wisdom. So I sometimes feel that when you surrender, it can be taken as a weakness.
No, if you surrender means what? You are surrendering not to politician, not to some rich merchant. You are not surrendering because you need worldly gains. That is weakness.
Yeah.
Here you are surrendering to whom? Your spiritual teacher.
Right.
Because that surrender is not born of weakness. That surrender is born of two things. First, a correct analysis of one's own state. Second, it's a sign of the quest for the highest knowledge. So only a very brave person can surrender in this way. Not a coward, because a coward will also always want to hold on to his own views. You tell him, this is not good, try to leave it. No, I can't leave it. You keep your teaching to yourself. Don't remind me of my condition. If you remind me of my bad condition, I don't want that. I am quite okay. So we don't want to be moved from our comfort zone. That is the thing.
So the comfort zone that you're talking about is basically our ego that, okay, I know, why should I listen to you or why should I surrender?
Ego, and this ego becomes stronger by attachment.
So the ego plus attachment is what creates this problem, this kind of problem.
Yeah.
It's that barrier between actually giving up everything. Again, giving up everything, we are still having to live in this transaction.
Nobody tells us not to live. Swami Vivekananda also lived in this world.
Exactly. So, I mean,
But they
No,
had no feeling of mine. See, attachment is only one thing. If you boil it down, it is only one thing. Mine.
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 Yeah.
M-I-N-E.
M-I-N-E, mine.
Mine.
That's all.
Mm.
There can be no attachment where this feeling of mine is not there. So, do you mean to say you cannot live in this world without this mine? Everything and everybody do you want to possess? Do you mean to say that? So, the only thing which is being said is realize that nothing was yours. Nobody was yours. Nobody can be yours. How can anybody be yours in this world? They were not here when you were born. Maybe. Even they were there, you need not know. And after you leave this world in a few days, that's it, as Vinalda says. That's it, finished. Gone. Next day, they will be celebrating birthday parties. Those whom you think will weep for you. So you have spent your whole life in pampering, thinking about them, worrying about them. For what? And you have forgotten one who is really your own. That song is there. So, bhulecho apono jane. Paro preme hoy achetan. Achetan means you have become unconscious. You have become so deluded, we have become unconscious. And what have you done? So you are going to Calgary or somewhere, you meet some friends there, you forget all about your family. And start thinking they are their own. What will it be like? You have gone to Calgary for only few days. You will come back. So how can those people be yours? So we have come to this world only for few days. How can anything be mine here? This body also I will leave when I go.
It's not this question of the mind thing. It's, when you develop relationships, right?
If there is no mind in the relationship, that is perfectly alright. That is not attachment. Nobody has asked us to remain in a cave in the Himalayas.
Okay.
Everybody is a developing relationship. Sri Ramakrishna did not have relationship with his disciples. Holy Mother did not have relation with all her hundreds of children. But what? There was no feeling of mind.
Yeah.
It was a pure relationship. When this mind comes, it becomes impure.
Okay.
So, problem is we don't understand one simple thing. Saints and sages and God will never tell us to give up anything which is good. They are not fools like us. When they are telling us to give up something, it is only that thing which will cause us harm. We don't have that faith. We think, they have told something. Without thinking. We think we are also like them, they are also like us. That is not true. This kind of complete faith in their teachings has to be there. It is there in the scriptures, it is told by God, means this is the way, this is the correct way. But we don't have that faith, we think we are so intelligent. So we cling to those things which will cause misery. So at least after listening to all these things, we cannot say nobody told me. That is the favorite excuse.
Bigger trouble.
Favorite excuse, no, nobody told me. So you have been told, my friend. You have been told again and again.
Yeah.
You did not listen.
Well, we listened, but.
So the more we delay in listening, the more we create problems for ourselves. So at least then we won't have the feeling that we won't blame anybody, or our neighbor or anybody for our fate. So we know that we were responsible for our fate. That is.
Yeah.
Rashmita ji, anything else?
I have, but they're not related to.
Yes,
our
let me
discuss-
see if I can answer, and if I know the answer, I'll answer.
So this is my confusion is coming in my head is that would it be correct to say that before you realize that Brahman is you follow dualism, which is practical and necessary,
100%.
right? But then when we acknowledge that Brahman and you are the same, there's no.
Acknowledgement is not sufficient.
So then my next question is then we don't need to pray? Because who
You
will
need
we
to pray because acknowledgement is not sufficient.
Oh.
You have to realize.
Okay, that's the
So you will bring
norms.
delicious parathas. If I sit here telling, oh, wonderful parathas, what will you say? You first have to eat. Otherwise, these are empty words. Have you eaten? Then only you can tell me. So I have to realize that these are delicious. I'm not telling they were not delicious at any time. They were always delicious.
So the catchword here is realization.
Yes.
And that may not come fast and easy.
It
So-
will not
right,
may not come.
obviously.
Take it from me. It will not come fast.
Exactly. So there is still the importance of prayer.
100%.
Okay, I want it to be
Who
clear.
even gave you the hint that it is not important? It is all important.
Yeah, I will not go down that route because it means,
Don't go all those
Okay.
Nirgun Nirakar route.
Yeah.
So all those talk has no
yeah.
value.
I mean, if I find that I get peace by praying to say Ganesha, or-
100 times you do, 1,000,000 times you do.
it's okay, right? It's
Arey,
not that I
it's
have
not
to-
that it is very necessary, not only okay.
Thank you
Yeah.
for confirming.
And you pray, and you pray also one small thing to make your parathas even better. That is also-
Well, I do
Because
think
that prayer will be for you, this prayer will be for us. So immediately your mind will be purified.
So this one is just because I am trying to understand. So people talk about astrology,
Yeah,
and they say it's supposed to be a anga of Vedanta.
it is
Right.
not
It
supposed
is.
to be, it is.
Oh, it is,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it?
Vedanga.
So
Jyotish is a Vedanga.
So is it a tool to understand past karma through planetary positions?
What
Like how
has
much-
happened has happened. What will you gain by knowing? And secondly, if something is to happen, will happen. What will you gain by knowing?
Exactly. So one should not put too much faith in that, right? Thank you. Thank you,
Faith,
Maharaj.
you may have faith, but don't let it be the guide of your life. Jyotish Vidya is a Vidya. So I have complete faith because it is a Vedanga.
Hmm.
But before eating, I don't go to Jyotishi and tell, is it a good time for eating? Will I get stomachache? Before traveling, I don't go to Jyotish and ask, will my plane crash?
Yeah, so you don't
Rely on God.
God. Exactly.
That is the thing.
Because I just happened to have this experience and it kind of flew me. Is that in India, in Mumbai, I'm going and then there's these people sitting there and they say, oh, there will be this happening to you. So say Hanuman Chalisa.
See, there is
Oh
a
my
story in this
God.
regard. There is a story in this regard. One person came to King Akbar. So King Akbar, he came and said, Raja, King, you will die within 1 month. You are fated to die. If I don't tell you the way out, you are sure to die. So Akbar got very worried and what to do. So he asked Birbal what to do. So Birbal said, Maharaj, don't worry, I will take care of this. So Birbal went to that person. Okay, King Akbar will die in 1 month. You are saying yes. And how about you? So Jyotish said, no, I will live for 100 years. So he immediately took out his sword and cut the head of that. So he told Maharaja, see, this person did not even know that he was going to die in 1 minute. And he is telling you are going to die in 1.
So just take it as you said, as vidya, as knowledge.
It is
not to-
Vidya, but as with every Vidya, there are also con men.
Yeah.
So anybody who is giving you advice for free that this will happen to you, you tell him you better read the Hanuman Chalisa first and not tell me to do that.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Yeah.